How's it going, guys? My name is Kyler and welcome to episode 2 of year 6015. So, a lot has changed since the last episode, obviously, just looking at the scenery here. I went ahead and I stated towards the end of it, yes, we're gonna leave that as our house and we're gonna see how it goes. So, I did that and I logged back onto the server and everything was grief to death. The chest was even taken. I purposely said that just to see what would happen, just as like a, I guess, a social experiment and see, okay, if we were to actually show our coordinates and people know exactly where we are, is it going to be a cool thing, or are people going to be like, okay, that's fine, or are people going to grief the heck out of us? So I guess now we know people will grief the heck out of us. So I can't believe they didn't just take the things out of the chest that I put, like the junk that I put in there. They took the chest itself. Like, they took everything but the floorboards, basically. They left the floor and took everything else, like everything in the furnace. So, as you guys can imagine, I decided to go ahead and move, and right now, as you can see on the left, we do not have our coordinates displayed. I'm sure I'll go ahead and I'll hit F3 at some point in this episode, and if people see it, fine, be it. I don't really care at this point, because I do, however, have a town set up now, because I've been learning a bunch of townie, so now we're a bit protected from actually having people just come through and take all of our chests and stuff, so not really the biggest deal right now, but right now, we're actually sat inside of our farm level, because it's only this big. Basically, it's actually a little bit bigger up top, but this right here is just where I decided to go ahead and start growing some things, because as you can see, my hunger bar is completely empty, and this is going to be actually the first bread that I make from this farm. So I'm going to go and place down a few things there also, just to make sure we have that. Now, along with that, you can notice we have these cacti, and that's going to be something we're going to do with the episode today, which is we're going to work on some of the, I think it's the traps mod. I always call it the traps mod just because it has a bunch of random traps in it, but basically we're going to try and camouflage our entrance and everything, because right now we're just underground, so up there is just no man's land. Not really the best thing, but I also don't have the best setup, because I just have a piece of dirt up there, so we can actually create like a secret door and have it look just like a block of dirt, but at the same time have it also function like nothing's there. So I'll definitely go ahead and try that out also today. But this episode is going to be a lot of just a bunch of little things that we're going to pick at, so I do apologize if I maybe just say, alright, we're going to try this, that didn't work out too well, we're going to try another thing, because I'm just trying to get things set up right now. A lot of things are very up in the air right now, like as to how to do things, because most of the mods in this series, they're either changed, or I don't know anything about them, which is a very, I wouldn't say rare occurrence when it comes to mod packs, because as many as I played, but I have no clue what the heck Mind Chem is yet. I don't know anything with that. Pam's Harvest, obviously, that's kind of a given, but also I've never really liked Pam's Harvest too much, so I don't know if I'll ever use it, just because I don't really feel that it's that needed when we can just go ahead and make bread or something. So I don't know if I'll ever do that. That's probably like one of the only ones I know in here, because even Buildcraft has been changed a bit and tweaked. It's got robots in here now. Blue power, I imagine that's probably just another thing of red power if I had to bet. I don't know too much about this just yet. I've been trying to look up a lot of different things for mods. Applied Energistics, I know my enemy systems. I still have to go ahead and find myself a meteorite, which I think I went past walking towards this direction here. And I'll go ahead and show you guys around upstairs in a bit too. But like most of this stuff is all changed, and I tried out the mechanism mod in like a single player world to see if I could power the Buildcraft stuff with it. Nope, I can't do that. So I've got to find a bunch of different workarounds for different things to actually work. I don't know if Industrial Craft has changed too much. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, but there's a lot of things that that I'm still just trying to work on and get set and ready to go for this series. So I do apologize, like I said, if we're just picking at a few little things here and there today. But one of the mods that I actually did go ahead and I spent more time than the others at learning is called the Farlander. So that's what this stuff over here is a part of. This mod is, for the most part, not really going to be suitable for today's episode, because we need to get these rubies, and unfortunately rubies only spawn in something like a swamp or like the Extreme Hills biome, and there was another one that I honestly can't remember what it was, but those were the two that I remembered that it spawns in, and we're in neither of those right now. So I haven't been able to get too much mining done because of all the things with that, because I've mainly been just trying to get money so we can get ourselves a town. So right now we're actually sitting inside of it, and this is the point right here. You can see Wilderness PvP. We come over 2 more inches, and there is our settlement there. So I know a lot of people have been wondering, okay, can I join your town? Because I've gotten questions not just in the comments, but on the game itself. They're like, okay, hey, can I join? What's the name of the settlement or whatever? And what I'll say to that is, today I'm going to see if this works. We're going to throw a line out. We're going to see if anyone on the server wants to join our town. We're just going to see how it works. They don't know anything about it, but we'll come back next episode, and if it's not grief to death, then we'll see a little bit more. Maybe we'll add another person or two and see if that works out. We're just going to keep going until it gets griefed, basically. I'm going to have hidden chests around, not just in this thing here, like in this settlement, but like hundreds of blocks away that I have stuff hidden around, so we're not losing everything, but for the most part, a lot of stuff is still set up over here. But what we're going to do first is I want to go ahead and take this stuff to the spawn area. We're going to sell a bit more of this because I think right now my money is actually pretty low. I've spent most of it towards the town because I wasn't really thinking of this at the time, but a town costs 500 coins to put up first. So you have to go ahead and build it, name it and everything. But then it also costs more money for the upkeep. I think it's like 200 or 300 something coins per day. I might be wrong with the exact time, but it's pretty frequently that you're paying a lot of this stuff. So I honestly wouldn't recommend just starting a town and doing all that immediately like I have. I'm only doing it because I know I'm going to get grief. So I've kind of had to I don't know, bite the bullet and work a little bit harder to live here, but hopefully it's worth it. So let's go back to spawn real quick. I think that they've also added in, and I still always forget that it's /warp instead of just /spawn. So I believe that they've added in a few shops around that people have actually tried to do. I saw this one like earlier that was actually really cool, so we'll go check that one out. But as far as I can tell right now, there's not really too many decent shops. That was a night or two ago, so they may have changed it. But let's go ahead and sell all that stuff. So now we have 290 coins on top of what, the was it 140 or 115 that we had? Okay, so we're actually over 300 now. Let's think here. It's on one of these ends that I can never remember what direction it is, but there's actually like a really cool shop set up, and I need to get myself some food. So I had that bread here, yes, which I was dumb to not craft, but either way, this is where I normally go hit up the shop to buy like some pork chops. So we'll go hit that up and get some there too. And I don't think it's this side, right? Yep, and I love how it started to rain too. This is, I kid you not, the first time I've seen it rain in this series. Like, I've been playing, and I can actually prove to you guys now because the MyFit that I've also been learning, if you look at the bottom there, minutes played 268. So that's over, I don't want to do the math yet, but let's say, yeah, so 240 would be 4 hours. So yeah, we're over 4 hours, excuse me, of playing here. First time I've seen it rain. Obviously, it's probably rained when I'm off the server, but it figures the second I decide to go ahead and hit record, it decides to go and rain. Just my luck. I guess it's to kind of be expected at this point, because it never seems to be a flawless event at anything when it comes to like recording this stuff. So we'll see how it is. But like I said, if it's a hit or miss today, then you know we tried, and I'll just keep trying and trying. You know what I should do right now, so we're not doing it later on. Let's just go ahead and throw the line out here now as we're walking and gathering up things. So we'll put, does anyone, this is so cheesy too, does anyone want to join my town? We should put him through like an obstacle course where he has to like complete stuff. Or he has to do like a test in order to get in. Oh man, okay, so we'll see if we get anyone either to like begin with either way. Maybe we don't get a single person shot. Yeah, I'm not really sure who is in one and who isn't. I'm hoping that we're going to get at least someone in here. Like I said, if not, I already have a town, but may I visit Panther? Sure. Going to, he's going to get my coordinates. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. I know what he's doing. Oh, we'll be nice to him right now. We'll see. Because I already have chests, like I said, secret. So, sure, going to, you know, we'll write that in a second when we're back home. And we'll ask him again. Did I really pick the only side that doesn't have this cool little shop? I've been going around, I've gone through 3 of the 4 corners already trying to find this thing, and it looks like we picked the exact opposite way to go. So we'll go over here and check it out. But I'm honestly surprised because I know a lot of these people have just recently joined in. I actually had my spacebar for the longest time, like I was AFK and I had my spacebar put down, because a part of the MyFit thing is I believe once we get our hunger up and it's at full, don't quote me on this, it might be different for the server, but I believe it'll actually allow us to have a bunch of enchantments, and one of those things is jump boost, and you have to actually do a bunch of jumping in order to do it. I was like, I don't feel like sitting here holding spacebar for an hour. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Someone finally took it away. But here's the cool little shop that someone decided to go ahead and build. Bo Fur. Is that guy even in here? I don't know if I've even seen him. No, as far as I can tell, he is not on the server right now. But you actually can't sell anything to him just yet. You can only buy things. So if you want to buy a MyFit from him or whatever else, which the MyFit actually comes when you spawn in the server. So I guess if you lose it, then you can go ahead and buy one. But as far as I can tell right now, like rubber or like a rubber sapling would actually be a really smart thing to buy. But I'm going to go ahead and buy some pork chops here real quick. Oh, I always hit the wrong thing. Let's go and get a few of these so that we can test this out. Like I said, I'm not sure 100% if this even works with the MyFit thing. They may have changed the configs. Let's see. Nope, it does not. So... Great. That right there is what I call experimenting at its finest. So basically what this MyFit thing is, you can see here, I know the default configs are, say, something for running. You run, I think it's 3,000 meters, you'll get an extra speed buff. So you can see here, I've run 17,553 meters, and I got 5 extra speed buffs because, 17 divided by 3 will actually give you 5 something. Yeah, 5 point whatever it is. But with that, it doesn't seem to be showing up on here, which it should be a permanent buff, but unfortunately it's not. So I'm not sure if their MyFit thing is either changed, maybe the config is, or it just doesn't work server side yet. I don't know what the reasoning is. It could be glitched out, but right now it doesn't want to work. So that's kind of disappointing. Now, I'm honestly not too sure. I might have this wrong. I could very well have this wrong because there should also be a GUI that you hit to get the MyFit GUI up, and it's normally M. But right now, M is bound to the minimap, and as you can see, I'm just going through and I'm pressing every button right now to see if we can figure something out. Yeah, as far as I can tell, the bind is not set up for this because normally M is for the MyFit. What the heck is all this? Okay. But I'm just trying to see if we got anything here. Alt is obviously not going to do anything, but unfortunately it doesn't look like there's a bind for it right now. And I looked in the configs earlier, the controls here, to see if I could find something, but basically you're supposed to be able to take this and put it into your actual inventory, like it should have a slot for itself. But right now, it doesn't seem to have anything. And you can see some of these are for Industrial Craft 2, and I couldn't find anything for the MyFit. So I thought, okay, maybe I just need to go ahead and get my health up, but unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the problem. I don't know. It should be like a little thing up here that we hit to boost up a GUI menu, but it doesn't want to be working for us at all at this point. So I don't know. Like I said, we're going to try things out, see how they go. I'm still learning mods myself. So what the heck is this? What is this stuff? Should we... I shouldn't be going around right now and buying things like this, but how much money do we have? We have enough for one piece of armor. I don't know if they... Do they look just like this when we... You know what? We're going to hold off. I would love to buy some armor like that and just see how weird it looks on our character, because what the heck is that? I don't even honestly know what that is, but... Yeah. Okay, so with all that said, with all the fails that have already happened and the fact that it's already getting dark, let's go back to our home and do the main thing that I wanted to do today, which is we're going to go check out some neighbors around the place, because I did actually see one, and I didn't go over there because I wasn't sure if there was like an actual guy there spawned in or not. But along with that, we're also going to go check out some of the Fartlander stuff that I mentioned earlier. So what I want to do first is I want to ditch the camo gear that I have, because right now this stuff is on its last leg. It's definitely seen better gear, better days, excuse me. Okay, and it got banned. Okay, so I don't even get to put that inside of my inventory or inside of my chest. Great. But either way, at least I have things prepared. I had somewhere around here. Yep, iron already smelted, so then we can go ahead and make a bit of armor. Can we make the full set? I'm not sure. I have the sword already made, so we're either going to be very close to it or we'll be able to make it and not have any worries here. And yeah, we're not going to be able to make it. Great. Okay, so we'll have 3 out of the 4 pieces made there. I thought somewhere around here I had some extra iron, but I think that was the stuff I just sold. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go and put the rest of this in here. All the semi-valuable things right now. So let's see here. Should we invite this guy? All right, let's put out the thing again, just to see. I know we probably should have invited him, but we were in the town at the time. So if he questions back and says, "Oh yeah, I'd like to join," or not join, but come over and check it out, and then we'll bring him over. Honestly, it's nothing too special. That's why I haven't really showed you guys around. There's this right here, which is like the top floor, which you can see is still very bare bones. Then there is the bottom part here, which is where we started off, and then it just goes down to the mine. So very basic, but look, I tried my hardest. This is still over 4 hours of work, so what are you going to do? But basically, with the Farlanders, back onto what we were talking about, this is... Oh, I could have used that. Okay, we'll just go ahead and put one of these down here for right now. But this is basically a Enderman version of Minecraft villagers. So what I mean by that is... And I should have crafted that bread. Maybe the people will have something over at their shop that I was talking about earlier. But basically, they have these villagers / Endermen over there. But at the same time, they also... have like enemies around them, so other guys, and you can tame them too if you want to. Great, rebooting. That's just what I wanted. But you can tame them, and I believe that there's one somewhere in this direction. I know it seems like it's way far out, but trust me, it's not. It's just the server loading really slow for some reason. And I like originally when I was going out to find this place, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a boat across here. No, people I guess use boats to glitch somehow in the game and like go through bases, so you literally cannot use boats inside this server. GG. So, looks like every single time I want to go ahead and travel in the water, I'm going to be having to do the traditional bobbing up and down, getting across. But, like I said, it's not too far, what? I was going to say too further, which doesn't make any sense. Too far away, excuse me, from where we are right now. I'm really disappointed, though, about the MyFit thing. I think that's on my end. Like, I'll be honest, I think it's on my end. I just don't know what the bind is. Let's see, does anyone know what is the bind for... MyFit? So we'll ask and see, but I don't know if anyone's even gonna respond back to that one because I doubt anyone knows, but maybe they do. So I don't think yet. Yeah, okay, I don't think he actually ever ended up responding back, so his loss, I guess. But let's just go ahead and see. I think we're getting close. There was a big tree around here somewhere, so if we can find the tree, this is obviously a normal village. And there's like, obviously there was a ton of these things spawning around last time. They're the Enderman looking hut things, and we actually got attacked by one of them last time. And I thought he was like godlike, but actually they're not too hard to beat. So we can go ahead and, I'm not sure to be honest. Okay, thanks. Anyway, alright, just to know we appreciate it. Yes, this is the tree here. So this guy, or I think it was this guy, who has the town right here. And I think he got griefed, honestly, but... They love to go ahead and just break the bottoms of things, so I think there's another village off towards this way. Like, I don't honestly remember it being in this direction, but there should be another big tree in this way over here. Yeah, they love to just carve through the bottom of things. There's literally a village in that direction where they carve the bottom of every single building. I don't know why, but this is one of our neighbors. Okay, so they kind of got griefed a bit, and as far as I can remember, PvP, or not PvP, griefing was still not allowed, or it was frowned upon, or something like that, so not really sure who the heck did this. What does this button do? Alright, let's go ahead and just see what they had going on. I mean, I don't think they're living here anymore, so watch them, like, spawn in, and they're like, oh yeah, this guy griefed us, as we're sitting in their base. Oh, that'd be just my luck. So they had a decent little setup going here. It actually probably would have been a really cool base before it got blown up. Why? Why do people do this? That's all I can say. Is why the heck do they have to grief? First of all, I mean, they kind of had it coming to them. They were like, they were not very nice to the surrounding areas anyway. Like, look at this. They leave it like that. They're like, okay, let's leave the tree like that. We don't really care. So the whole reason why I came over here anyway was to get to the Farlanders village anyway. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut. And as soon as I get over there from traveling, we'll go ahead and start back up. Which actually, this seems to be one of the things here already. Now, this isn't one of the main ones. And I bet you right now they probably killed every villager in this. But this is what one of them looks like. The end stone stuff all around here. And if I had to bet, they're probably dead because I don't hear any of them. So we're going to go try and find a suitable village that hasn't been completely raided. I don't know why, but they just decided to go ahead and just destroy everything possible. And I also don't know why the heck I just jumped off there, but I did. So I'm going to go find another one. There's a big desert like in that direction there. So there should be a bunch of them there. So I'll be right back. Okay, so most of the buildings that I saw around that village, like I went out pretty far. They were all griefed to death. So I decided to go ahead and come back to spawn. And we were literally here a few days ago. And now there's this thing. I don't even know. It's lagging my game up so much. Like, look at all that. I guess I can show the coordinates now that we're not really over here. But holy cow. 40-something FPS. And I'm not really even moving. Like, if I decided to start going around this thing, it would just drop to death. I don't know what the heck they got inside this thing. If it's just the structure, or they have to have some, like, automated system that's lagging it up so much. But, jeez. This thing right here is insane. But I decided to also go ahead and start here because I believe we're very close to one of the first actual things that we saw with these guys. Now, if this is griefed, I don't know what to do. I've been traveling around for quite a bit now, trying to actually find one of these that haven't been griefed, that still have the villagers inside of them. And every single time I try, it seems like stuff just gets wrecked even more. So, as you can see, like, even the chunks are loading really slowly, so they definitely need to reboot the server. So, I don't know. They said 30 minutes ago, a while ago, so whenever the heck they decided to do that, that was, look at this. This was the town that we were at in the first part where I thought it was a house. Yeah, just... So it looks like someone decided to go ahead and make a house out of here. But then someone else also decided to not let that be a house. And they wrecked it all. Oh, man. I'll be honest, I don't remember the official rules on the whole griefing thing. But I'll have to go up there and check later on. And check, because if not, we're getting a TNT and we're blowing the heck out of that big laggy thing. Because I bet you right now, that's one of the main reasons why it's going so slow, is that thing right there. So we're definitely going to have to go try that out. Like, we went to this thing before. This was never here. So there's a lot of things that have been changed around here. But still, the chunks are loading so slowly. Like, geez, this is not what I thought it was going to be like. I don't remember this being like this a few days ago. And honestly, when I'm all the way out where my house is, I don't get much of this lag. But you guys saw, as I was traveling out further towards the actual villages and everything where everyone else is, it just dropped. Like, right now, it's starting to get a little bit better. Oh, nice. This is what I was talking about. So as long as they haven't started to kill these guys around here, this is one of the buildings, and I think, yep, they griefed it. Okay, they griefed it. I don't know, guys. I'm trying here. I cannot seem to find any of these actual ones that are still intact. They just love to grief the heck out of things. There's something else over here, which looks just to be a house that someone has built. If I had to bet, they probably griefed that thing over there. So this is the one downfall of servers, is once people start to move in, they don't really care. Like, as long as their, like, house is okay, they're gonna mess everything else up around it. So right now, stuff is not looking very good for us. Should I go back and check that? Because I might have... I honestly don't know if I have any TNT. That's my... Or, not TNT, but gunpowder. That's, like, my main thing. Yeah, let's go check that out. I do apologize that we haven't been able to actually find one of these Enderman things. But maybe there'll be something else we can do here with this. Like I said, most of the stuff right now all requires a... Let's see, where was this thing at? The rules should be around here somewhere where we go back up. Oh, did he just teleport through that? Oh, that was another guy. Okay, so as far as I can see, it's not over here. Please tell me they haven't taken this thing out yet. It should be, like, off. Oh, wait, there it is right there. Nice. Okay, so we should go up here, check. If it doesn't mention anything on griefing, we're going to try and get some gunpowder and blow it up. So let's see here. Server info. This should be... Wait, what did it say about the MyFit there? Hold on. MyFit, it tracks stats, etc. Your statements, your stats are permanent. Yeah, but it doesn't... I don't know what the thing is. Okay, so rules. No hacking, exploiting, no advertising, yes. Grief, townie protection. You can sell... So... See, it doesn't really say if griefing is not allowed, though. That's my thing. I'm not going to grief if it's like not a guarantee, but definitely let me know what you guys know about this, because this is all I have to go off of right now. I've tried to figure out, honestly, more of it earlier, just to see when people would come through and grief my stuff. But as far as I can see, it just says grief protection is the townie stuff. So, not really sure too much about that. Okay, we won't go ahead and blow a hole in the actual thing just yet, but let's try and go back home, at least make something with the traps mod. So probably that block I was talking about, the invisible like door thing, and we might honestly just go ahead and wrap it up, because I need to wait for more people to get on the server, I feel like, in order to do this. So the next episode might be like a week or two out, depending on how populated this gets. So let's actually try and go back home while I'm saying this. But what I mean by that is, I need there to be more people on, so maybe I need to do something on my end where I just get on at a different time. Like right now, there's a decent amount of people, but no one really is doing too much in terms of like the trading and the selling. Like that's the main reason why I wanted to go ahead and do that in the first place, do this whole series, is I like the whole social aspect of it, where we could trade, we could have people come into the actual town. So I'm going to just, like I said, send that out again there and see if anyone's up for anything. But for now, let's go ahead and try out this mod. So like I said, I always call it the traps mod. I'm really not too sure. Someone said okay, so where's the stuff at? There's so many pages of it. Just give me one moment to find it, and then we'll be good to go. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. It's somewhere around here. I swear it was like right around here. I don't think it's this far. Okay, so let's try. I think if I just type in secret door. Yep, there we go. Okay. So it's not technically going to be a door for us because we need to just be a block. So I know that there is somewhere around here. There's secret pressure plate. Where was it? It was gate maybe? No, it was one of these. Hold on a second. Maybe the secret trap door wouldn't be a half bad idea, actually. So the reason why I had all that cactus growing down there in the first place is because we need the cactus green to go ahead and make this stuff. So we can put sand, I imagine probably grass too, if, maybe not grass, but we have sand. So that's at least good. We have a bunch of it somewhere around here. If I didn't throw it all out, even, okay, I have to figure that out. But I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff in here, try and figure out the stuff with the sand, and have all that smelt, and then we'll be back in one moment. Okay, so most of this stuff is done smelting. What did we need? 8, I believe, so that's almost done. And I also have the piece of sand, which I got lazy and I went downstairs and just broke part of the farm. I swear, I had at least like another stack of sand, but I think I threw it down because I hadn't had a chest made at that time. So unfortunately, my laziness at that point kind of screwed me over there. But either way, we had an extra one. We can go ahead and make this real quick. So this is the paste that you need for all the camouflaging. And I believe the crafting recipe was what? Just 2 of these and we should be good. I honestly want to see how this works out. But first of all, I do want to say I'm definitely very sorry for the way it went today because, geez, I honestly thought it was going to be like we're going to have a ton of different things to do. Right now, I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to just wait till more people funnel in. Like throughout the next week or so, I'm just going to keep going on the server, asking if people want to join in. So also, if you guys want to join in, let me know. I know I said I was going to wait till we actually had a guy as like an experiment to see if he would be okay. But unfortunately, as it's going right now, no one wants to actually join in. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. And still no one knows the bind for the MyFit. So I'll be honest, maybe I went into this a little too early. Because every other time I've gone into one of these mod packs made by these guys, I always get here like, it seems like a year late. But at this point, I may have been too early. I don't know. But right now, it definitely didn't go how I wanted it to be. But that's kind of cool. I thought I was going to have to put down another piece of dirt next to it. But it just seems to take whatever is nearby it and make it look like that. Okay. So what if I wanted that to be grass, though? I don't know if this would grow into grass or if I'd have to replace it. I'll have to see. But for right now, I think that's going to wrap up today's episode. As far as I can tell, though, like, if we had somewhere around here, I'm honestly angry. Because if we had somewhere around here to go ahead and, like, mess with the Farlanders, like, that was my main thing I wanted to do today. And I was like, okay, it's probably going to be cool. We went past a ton of those guys the first episode. It'll be fine, easy to find them. 5 minutes tops, we'll find those guys. No, everything I went past. Like, I went through, I'd have to say, probably 5 to 6 villages going through there. Every one of them was griefed. There was no signs of life at all in those things. So I do apologize for that, but I tried my hardest today to try and do something. But like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, it's probably going to be a little bit more. I'm going to wait for more people to come in, see how the server develops. I don't know. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. Like I said, this one is kind of like a episode, I'll be honest myself. But just to show you guys what's been going on. Wait a second. It finally worked. It finally worked. Oh, okay. Okay, it finally worked. So there's no keybind. I just had to have no shirt. I didn't even mean to right-click that. I was like cleaning something off my mouse. And I right-click. Okay, so just hold it in your hand, have no shirt on, and right-click. And now we've got jump. Hold on a second. This just, how? I swear, this is, this is like one of the best things when you record just random things. Is every now and then something like this happens. Now we've got an insane jump boost, while at the same time having speed boost and everything else. Unfortunately, the speed boost isn't working because we're not actually full of hunger. This would have helped a lot when I was traveling around here. I mean, that would have been good. Now, how does the durability work? If I fall off and get hurt, which I actually didn't take any damage. What the heck? All right, let's try that again. Oh, what the heck? All right, again. So I'm not really too sure as to why it's glitching out, but I seem to just land completely fine with that. Holy cow. Okay, so that right there is exactly how you do it. You just right click on it. As you can see right now, server definitely needs to be restarted. So I think we're gonna get out of here before it goes down, and we're doing a goodbye at the main menu there. But thank you so much for watching. That is just the way it plays out there. Oh man, I guess that kind of made up my day there a little bit. But have a good day, guys. Goodbye.